Hi guys! Ooh. What's up guys, here at Mystic the Siren Sims, and welcome back to episode 7 of Siren Symptoms. Look, we gotta jump into this immediately because apparently there's a Sims movie. This is up my alley. Not only am I a Sims girly, I am a movie girly and a TV girly. That's why I have a second channel all about commentary on TV shows, movies, and soon to come books. Also, book talk will be over here as well, so if you like books, wait on it. Alright, so immediate first thoughts on Margot Robbie doing The Sims. Girl, do you even like this game? I'm just saying, alright? Bare minimum for somebody adapting something is either they're so good at what they do that it does not matter whether or not they like it or not, or they already liked the intellectual property already, so that means they'll take the utmost care and do whatever learning or hire whoever they know they need to hire to make it good, you know? So she either needs to be really, really good at adapting or really, really good at getting people to adapt this properly. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say immediately like, oh my God, it's Margot, or oh my God, it's a woman, so no. No, I'm just gonna say that as a child of the TV screen, I'm definitely one of those people that don't exactly love, you know, new remakes and stuff like that. It's really not my thing at all. However, what I will say is that every now and then something good comes out. And apparently, by most people's standards, video game movies and stuff are the new it thing, you know. When Marvel and DC are crapping on us, something animated saves the day. You know what I mean? So, you know, like most of the Marvel movies were crap, but then Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse came out and sort of revived the genre. And for some reason, they couldn't understand why people liked those two things enough to, you know, add it into the other superhero stuff they were doing, but whatever. So, I'm worried. That's my initial thought process. I don't know if I like the idea of a Sims movie. However, I disagree with the comments that I saw on YouTube. People were making posts about it on their community tabs, and people were just like, why would they even do that? And first they were like, oh my God, Hollywood's running out of ideas. I'm like, first of all, you guys are mostly it's guys doing this. You guys are people who don't play The Sims, number one. You don't. You think it's a dolly generator with sex dungeons and stuff. Like, that's not what this game is, okay? Third of all, I want to pick up some of the few people in there who are saying The Sims actually has a lot of lore. Not The Sims 4, the other 3, right? The Sims franchise up to 3 has a lot of lore, including the side games that came out of each franchise. So there is a story there. I remember I saw something on Tumblr. If I'm able to find it, you'll see the pictures up here. Okay. I know some people don't like AI art, which that's a whole topic for another day, but I don't really care about that right now. What I care about is what was on them. So it was just like AI art of Pleasant View. And it looked like a TV show or movie. And it really just made me realize that I want to see that. Like, I would love to see that. Like, you know, get the correct actors, make sure their money's right so we don't get no strikes. And let me see that. So, despite what people are saying, there's no story there, or it's just a stupid movie that people are running out of ideas. That's not true. There is a story there. And yes, Hollywood has run out of ideas, but even some of your favorite movies are remakes of like a 1970s movie or something. So there really hasn't been an original idea in Hollywood in dang near a century, but you don't really want to get into that conversation. We're gonna let it go. Okay, we're gonna let it go. So let's not get into those dumb arguments about how we don't need this. It's here, so let's just try to be positive, which is hard for me because when it comes to TV shows, I'm not positive, I'm logical. I'm a realist. And that Avatar live action, go on my channel if you want to hear some of my thoughts. Oh, and enjoy the noises of my Luna's ambient barking. Isn't it so relaxing to have a dog protecting you? Anyways. So, what I wanted to discuss was this. Alright, so what I wanted to get into is what type of movie should they bring? Is it going to be a 2 to 3 picture deal where this movie wouldn't be the end of it? Do we want that? Do we want just one movie? I'm asking you guys questions so you guys can answer it down below, right? Because obviously I'm going to have opinions and they're going to sound strong. So just tell me your thoughts now before you're overwhelmed by the tsunami of my opinions at this point, okay? Gave you a warning. Now, in my opinion, the best story to put out there would be a story based on The Sims 2. Hold up, I know. But girl, you a Sims 3 girly. I said the best story to put out if they only want to put out one movie. If they have a series of movies set in motion or one movie and does so well, they do a TV show type thing, then they should probably start from The Sims 3 because that is the earliest in the franchise that has actionable lore. Sims 3 Medieval, well, it's The Sims Medieval, but it's, Sims 3 graphics. Sims 3 Medieval is technically the first in the franchise, but it doesn't necessarily have deep enough lore unless they just want to make a stupid Sims Medieval movie. That would be dumb. So yes, Sims 3 would be the best place to start if you're doing more than one movie because you just want to get the story rolling in a way that people understand it. And when you see the second movie, they're like, oh my god, this person is older and that person. In case they want to do a time skip, it would be really cool if they did like a movie based on some of the lore of Sims 3 in the first movie, lore of Sims 2 in the second movie, and the lore of Sims 1, which is the last timeline before Sims 4 nonsense. Like, that would be really cool. But if we're talking about just one movie, Sims 2 would be the best one. Only because I don't think in terms of a one and done, the idea of like the altos and the land grab just fighting over property. I don't really know how much that would do in terms of like get him going. It's fine for a continuing story, right? Like if we're doing a TV show or something, I'm all for that. But in terms of like grab people, get them entertained, have them rewatch, The Sims 2, just Pleasant View specifically, because I'm not going to go into like Strange Town and that type of stuff yet. That's different. I feel like with Strange Town in particular, you would probably need a TV show. You can't just do a movie with the lore from that town. People would be way too confused and it would be terrible because there's just too much for them to condense it into an hour or 2 hours, But I feel like, you enter in the beginning scene. We're having a funeral. It's Bella's. They can't find her, but they've given up at this point. Mortimer, Cassandra is crying. Alex, he's dabbing his eyes. He's confused. Where is mom? Then, back there, we have two new eyes that are glowing a little green, but then fade into normal hazel eyes. It's the Caliente sisters. They're sitting there at the back. Just walked in. Nobody noticed them except the person in the pew right before them, Don Lothario. He really wasn't invited, but Cassandra loves him, so she asked him to come and just sit in the back so her father wouldn't see him. You know what I mean? Everybody's there crying at the funeral. Then we slowly pan up to see a picture of Bella Goth. Dun dun. Then we skip forward, maybe a year, 2 years after. I'm not completely sure. My lore is a tiny bit rusty. Not that rusty, but tiny bit rusty. And then we go into like the plot of Pleasant View, right? And I think there's a lot we could do, but I think we could literally do it from the Pleasant household's perspective, right? It's a regular day. The girls just fought before school, but they gone to school, right? The mom's been having a rough time with her husband, but she loves him still. They've been together for a while. She goes to work. He's sitting there. He has a day off from work. Then the maid comes in, aka Kaylin Langerak. All right, and she got that rack. Find the right actress. Okay. I'm doing the most. But I'm having so much fun with this as an idea, And, the whole cheating scandal happens. Mary Sue comes home, loses her job because her family life is stressing her out. And then she comes back to see this man has been cheating. Like, excuse me? I feel like even though it's like, we just went from the mysteriousness of the funeral to this, I think it would just show how crazy this movie could be. It could be so campy, so colorful, so fun. Like, come on. Tell me you don't see that movie there. This is just my idea for the first movie if they were going to do that, right? Then we kind of go into the night we see that, you know, they don't really care for Lilith and you think she's the bad one, but really Angela's the bad one. Lilith just likes to wear the aesthetic of the bad girl, but she's not the bad girl. Angela's the bad girl, and she about to sneak out to go meet with her dusty boyfriend, Dustin Broke, okay? We love Dustin, but you know what I mean. He in the criminal career. He dusty. She going out to meet Dustin Broke. It's already so dramatic. And if it is that they want to just use Sims 2 lore going all the way through in these movies, they could like kind of leave the Caliente sisters in the back, revealing tiny little Easter eggs, and then at the end revealing their origins as aliens, not revealing where Bella is. I feel like where is Bella should be the through line of like the 3-picture deal that she might get. It should be the through line of the 3-picture deal. So throughout the movie, we're seeing all this familial stuff, but we're also seeing the Calientes in the back. You know, Dina is getting very, very close to Mortimer. And you as the viewer, you're like, dang, Mortimer, how you been out with her? Like, what's going on? Dina's trying to get that baby. She's trying to get that cash. Cassandra doesn't know how to feel about her, but she's too busy trying to figure out Don Lothario. Don Lothario got Nina, Dina, and Kaylin in his roster. He be getting pasta and lobster. It's a lot going on, right? But in the back, we still got that alien storyline. What happened to Bella? Who was involved? We find out that Dawn was the last person to see her because there's going to be a cop in the show. It can either be a pre-made that we all know, or they could just add in somebody random. But obviously, we'll see some random scenes of the person like doing an investigation of what happened to Bella. And then, the end of the movie, we see Nina and Dina looking at each other, their eyes change color, and then they look back at the screen, ends. Then the second movie can be a little bit more about Strangetown. We're not going to see clone Bella in Strangetown. We're going to see glimpses of her. We're going to see like blurry glimpses of somebody in Bella's dress. And we're all going to be like, oh my God, is that Bella? But they won't show it. Because I feel like the Bella reveal should come in the third movie. I'm talking a lot, but that's because I'm a storyteller and I'm a story maker and stuff. So yeah, when I heard it, I was definitely apprehensive, but there's a lot they could do with The Sims 2. It's just me telling them, giving you guys an example of what could be done with The Sims 2. Okay, let's move on to The Sims 3 because I need to give my sis some love. My favorite game, Sims 3 section here. So obviously, this could be also a campy movie. If we wanted to just do it one picture, one movie, it could be cute because there is a lot of drama in The Sims 3, Sunset Valley. Or any of the worlds of The Sims 3. That's the thing, right? It's not just the main worlds that have drama. All the worlds in all the games, all the 3 games have drama. So we could really I heard there was a lot of drama in Lucky Palms. A mother and a daughter sleeping with the same man. I mean, the vibes are endless. It's endless. And unless we want to run with the alien plot, some guys won't be interested. But who cares? Margot Robbie's directing. This is obviously for the girls. This is obviously for the women. So the boyfriends will show up. That's the male demographic. But okay, so what story could be made with The Sims 3? So I feel like we could start from the perspective of the friend's household, one of the friendship households, right? There's a lot going on there. Everybody always players always love Marty Keaton in the show. I feel like, in the game, they could probably make him cheat in the show. I wouldn't want him to, though. I take that back. We could just kind of hinge it around Agnes's deaths of the husbands, right? Robert and Eric Darling. Also clue in to the fact that she comes from a mystical line of witches that live in Midnight Hollow or Moonlight Falls, either one of those supernatural worlds. She actually has couple bottom sisters that are like the Charmed sisters. So we could get a through line of that if they're going to continue the movie. Just make it a little mystical, bring in a little bit of action, What happened to her husbands? Why did they die? Is it her? Or is it some supernatural curse of the family that befalls the firstborn? You know, like, what's going on with that? I don't know. I don't know. We find out that her and Cornelia are actually related, all of that stuff. We get to see little Mortimer and little Bella, get to see how they became best friends and fell for each other. Really cute. We have an Aisha Ansari in the Working Friends Hole who's a criminal. That could definitely be a through line and a joke plot. We have Cyclone Sword, who could definitely be like the town cynic, the town, like the guy who's just like coming up with all the conspiracy theories and he don't trust nobody, but he'll hack down any computer. Like, there's just so much to be done with this story. There's so much to be done with this story, and I'm just so excited to like see where it could go. You know what I mean? I just want to see where it could go. But yeah, I think there's a lot there because everyone in Sunset Valley has a very distinct personality, you know? And I really want to see what they could do with that. It would be so cool. And we could definitely bring in other things because there's always somebody related to somebody from Sunset Valley in other Sims 3 worlds. So there's always going to be a storyline that can be made from that. And I'm so excited to see. Now, the reason why I'm not really talking too much about what's going on with the film is there's nothing. They just heard Margot Robbie is starting it and she's producing. And somebody who directed Loki is going to be involved. Lucky Chaps. Yeah. She's going to be helping her. So that's all we know. So I'm just giving you guys storylines. Let me know what you think about my storylines, guys. Let me know. But yeah, I feel like Sims 2 would be an easier grab for both genders. Sims 1, you'd have to find really good writers to bring it out because there's a lot of story there, but in order to make it exciting enough to get both genders and not just avid Sims players, you'd have to know exactly what you're doing. At least to the fact, like, let's just say only women alone go to the Sims 3 movie, but when they see it, they're like, oh my god, this is really good, and they get other people to go. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see. They're just my first thoughts. I will be talking about this as stuff come out because I am a serious TV and movie girl. Okay, I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited. I want to see what's going to happen. It could end up being bad, most definitely, and I will complain if that is the case. Because I'm not a hypocrite. But anyways, please let me know what you guys think down below. Are you excited? If you're not, I understand. You know, because we all got the fatigue about stuff being bad. But if you are excited, let me know why. And if you're not, also let me know why. Thank you guys so much for watching. And for bearing with all the ambient noise, but I had to get this out to y'all as quickly as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye, my sires. Sue.